there, readers. It's Emma from Newfoundland and Labrador Public Libraries, here with a new Recommended Reads video. Are you a seasonal reader? Do you find what you're reading is often affected by the season? Mine sure is. When it comes to fall, I find myself reading more moody reads to fit the rainy weather and shortening days. One of my favorite subgenres that I've discovered is dark academia. More of an aesthetic than a traditional genre, dark academia books generally have motifs and themes related to classic literature, art and history, and the pursuit of knowledge. Many of these books take place at universities or boarding schools, and the plots center around secrets, intrigue, and exclusive clubs. Let me take you on a walk through the darkest of bookshelves as I bring you 10 recommended reads from the dark academia subgenre. My first introduction to dark academia was through Leigh Bardugo's Ninth House. Alex Stern is not your typical Yale student, mostly because she can see ghosts. After surviving a traumatic event, she has been given a full scholarship to the university so she can join Leth House, a secret society responsible for monitoring and protecting the other 8 houses of Yale. Bardugo builds on the history of secret societies at this historic university and creates a story that is as intriguing as it is spooky. If you like true crime and mystery novels, then you'll love Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. When Stevie Bell begins her first year at the prestigious Ellingham Academy, she is determined to solve the cold case that has haunted the school for years. However, it becomes quickly evident that someone at the school doesn't want her poking around. The first in a series of books, The Mystery of Ellingham Academy, will have you working just as hard as Stevie to solve the case. For a more whimsical read, I recommend The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Zachary Ezra Rollins is just a graduate student unsure of his future when he discovers a strange book in his university library. This book leads him from an exclusive party in New York to a magical library hidden underneath the earth. Morgenstern's writing is beautiful and memorable, and the love story she tells over the course of the novel is breathtaking. Staying with the fantasy theme, The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater is another worthwhile dark academia read. It follows Blue Sargent, a girl with paranormal powers who becomes mixed up with a group of boys from the local Aglanby private school. When she gets dragged into a plot hatched by the boys, she begins to grow a strong attachment to these outcasts. Another first book in a series, The Raven Boys has all the classic YA fantasy tropes mixed with dark academia intrigue. If you love Shakespeare and theater, you will love If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. Following a group of young actors at a prestigious arts college, we are told from the beginning that one of them will be found dead. As they prepare for the opening night of their show, jealousy and tensions rise between them, and you're never sure who to trust. Rio's book is full of suspense and dread and is filled with many wonderful references to classic theater. Another book that is filled with suspense and dread is Elizabeth Thomas's Catherine House. An exclusive and experimental school offers students a full scholarship and board under one condition. They must abandon all connections to the outside world and remain at Catherine House for 3 years. We follow Inez as she comes to realize that there is something sinister going on behind the scenes. The first horror title on this list, Catherine House, is not for the faint of heart and really leans into the world of secret societies. For those who like science fiction and comics, may I suggest Vicious by V.E. Schwab. College roommates Eli and Victor's research project into near-death experiences goes horribly wrong, resulting in both of them developing superpowers. Flash forward 10 years later, and the two of them are pitted on opposite sides, and lives of other superhumans is on the line. Schwab twists the ideas of heroes and villains in a novel that reads like your favorite comic book. Moving from science fiction and fantasy back to more contemporary titles, Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Imede is another worthwhile read. Devon and Chiamaka live very different lives at Nebius Private Academy. However, when their darkest secrets are exposed by someone known as Aces, they must work together to find out just who. A thriller that also touches on contemporary issues related to racism, Abike Iyamede's work is a breath of fresh air. The newest release on my list is Victoria Lee's A Lesson in Vengeance. Felicity Morrow returns to Dalloway School 1 year after her girlfriend tragically died on campus. She is haunted by many things: her own guilt, the legacy of witchcraft at Dalloway, and by the arrival of a new girl in her residence. Dark, creepy, and beautifully written, A Lesson in Vengeance will have you second-guessing about whether the ghosts are real or all in Felicity's head. The final book on my list is considered a classic example of dark academia literature, The Secret History by Donna Tartt. The novel follows a group of students in New England who are pushed to discover and investigate new ways of thinking and living. From there, the group begin to delve into secrets and lifestyles that go beyond academic curiosity. Tartt's classic novel encapsulates the dangerous pursuit of knowledge in this thriller. And there you have it, 10 books to read this fall that fit the dark academia aesthetic. If you want even more recommendations, check out our Dark Academia collection in the digital library. Happy reading, and we'll see you next time for another Recommended Reads. Goodbye!